Welcome to the path of truth, and thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and profound understanding. Today, we are diving deep into the sacred frequencies that shape our lives and the very essence of our being. In this video, we will explore the hidden forces that govern our reality and how we can raise our vibration to manifest the life we truly desire. This is not just a process of self-improvement, but an invitation to connect with a deeper wisdom that transcends the ordinary and taps into the extraordinary. As we venture through this exploration, be open to the possibility that what you are about to learn could change everything you thought you knew about life and your place in it. There is a deep and powerful truth woven throughout ancient scriptures that speaks to the essence of who we are as beings of divine creation. It is the recognition that we are not just physical beings, but spiritual ones, endowed with an inherent worth and purpose that transcends the limitations of the material world. This understanding is echoed in many spiritual traditions, but in the context of biblical teachings, it reflects the profound idea that we are made in the image of the divine. This notion is not about our external appearance, but about the inherent qualities within us. The ability to create, to love, to dream, and to shape our lives in alignment with the greater purpose set before us. When we align ourselves with this truth, we tap into a source of strength and wisdom that is beyond human comprehension. It is not through our own striving or the approval of others that we find our value, but through the connection to the divine flow of intention that guides us. As we learn to detach from the external forces that seek to define us, we discover the freedom to step into the fullness of who we are meant to be, no longer seeking validation, but confidently embracing the divine purpose for our lives. Before we begin, I invite you to engage with this video by leaving a comment below saying Amen, and don't forget to subscribe to the Path of Truth channel. Your participation and commitment to this journey of spiritual awakening are the first steps toward a transformation that begins within. Together, we can build a community of like-minded individuals who are ready to embrace the higher frequencies of existence. Now, let us embark on this sacred exploration together. Have you ever wondered how to manifest the life you desire? Is there a hidden, mystical force that can help you overcome the challenges life presents? As we embark on this journey, remember that true transformation is born when we raise our own frequency to a level that aligns with the desires of our heart. It is said that the solutions to our problems lie not within the same energy where the problems were created, but at a higher level where the answer exists waiting for us to tune into it. This is the essence of transformation. It is not simply about solving problems, but about elevating ourselves to a frequency where those solutions can naturally flow. Imagine this transformation as the process of tuning your inner frequency, like changing the dial on a radio to access a higher station. This shift is what we call channeling, the art of aligning with a higher frequency, a divine resonance that allows us to tap into the wisdom of the universe. Channeling is the conduit through which we can access ethereal knowledge, a guidance that flows effortlessly beyond the limitations of our conscious mind. Just as a radio receiver picks up different stations, our minds can tune into frequencies that offer profound insights and solutions that we would otherwise not have access to. When we channel, we enter a mental state known as the gamma state. This state of heightened awareness resonates at a frequency of 40 to 100 cycles per second, a rhythm that transcends the ordinary. In this state, we align with a frequency that opens the doors to higher dimensions of understanding, where information flows freely and effortlessly. Just as you would adjust the dial of a radio to get a clearer signal, channeling involves tuning our mental frequency to resonate with the insights of the universe. This allows us to move beyond the normal problem-solving faculties of the mind and enter a realm where solutions flourish abundantly. But channeling is not limited by time or space. It is a timeless practice that bridges the gap between the known and the mysterious, allowing us to access knowledge from realms beyond our comprehension. Imagine a state in which time seems to dissolve and the world around you fades away. This is the gamma state, a state that can be accessed through deep meditation or activities that you truly love and are passionate about. In this state, the mundane world falls away, leaving only a resonance that connects us to the higher realms of wisdom. At the core of this exploration is the principle that everything in the universe operates through resonance. Think of resonance as a symphony of frequencies that can only harmonize with their related notes. When we are in the gamma state, our frequency aligns with a unique tuning that corresponds to the higher frequencies of the universe. This alignment creates a phenomenon that we can describe as the attraction of information that is just as we tune a radio to a specific station, our minds tune into frequencies that match our state of being. This is why raising your vibration is so crucial. It is not just about thinking positive thoughts or feeling good. It is about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the higher rhythms of the universe. It is about synchronizing yourself with the cosmic dance of existence, moving in harmony with the flow of energy that connects all things. Every step you take, every thought you think, is a note in this grand orchestration. And when you learn to move with the rhythm of the universe, you unlock the potential for profound transformation. At the heart of this wisdom lies a concept known as intention. This is a force so powerful that it shapes the very fabric of reality itself. The universe, it is said, is made up of threads woven by intention, creating a tapestry of existence that interconnects all things. Every star, every atom, every heartbeat is woven together through intention. This invisible force is the source of all creation, and when we align with it, we tap into a wellspring of power that can shape our reality in profound ways. Those who are attuned to this source of intention recognize that it is not just a passive force, but an active one. It is the energy that fuels our thoughts, our desires, and our actions. When we connect with this source, we become channels for miracles, healings, and abundance. The right people will appear at the right time, and the opportunities that have long eluded you will come to you effortlessly. This is the power of intention, the cosmic force that guides the flow of events, shaping them into perfect alignment with the desires of your heart. Imagine the universe as a grand symphony, with each of us playing a unique part in its composition. When we are in harmony with the source of intention, we move in sync with the flow of creation. We become vessels through which miracles can manifest, and we attract the things we desire most. This is not a mystical fantasy, but a real, tangible force that we can tap into through the power of resonance. The key to unlocking this power lies in our ability to align ourselves with the universe's intentions. The more harmonious our frequency, the more we are able to exercise the capacities of this field. And think of it as a cosmic dance, a divine orchestration that brings forth everything we need to fulfill our highest purpose. The question then is not whether this power exists, but whether we are open and receptive to it. The more we clear the blockages within ourselves and align with the higher frequencies of intention, the more we become attuned to the flow of life and the miracles it brings. As we move forward in this journey, it is important to remember that the way we perceive the world shapes the world we experience. The renowned scientist Albert Einstein once said that the most important decision we make in life revolves around one simple question: do I live in a friendly or hostile universe? This question reflects a profound truth. The way we view the world determines how we experience it. If we approach life with anger, fear, or resentment, we will attract more of the same. But when we change our perspective and align ourselves with the higher frequencies of love, gratitude, and harmony, we begin to transform our reality. This is the power of intention at work, shaping our experiences and guiding us toward the life we were always meant to live. As we continue our journey, we venture deeper into the understanding of how to align with the sacred principles that can elevate our vibration to new heights. It is essential to recognize that often the answers we seek lie within ourselves, waiting to be uncovered. In the midst of life's challenges, many of us instinctively search for solutions externally, thinking that the resolution to our struggles can only be found outside of ourselves. However, the key to transformation, to truly shifting the circumstances in our lives, is to go inward, to connect with the source of intention within us. It is through this connection that we discover the power to change, to heal, and to manifest the life we desire. Imagine, for a moment, that intention is like a flowing river within you, a stream of pure potential. Your role in this vast universe is to ensure that this river remains clear, free from the debris of doubt, fear. The flow of intention within you is always present, but it is up to you to maintain its clarity. You do not need to force it, create it, or invent it. Your job is simply to remove the obstacles that prevent it from flowing freely. By becoming a guardian of this flow, you allow the waters of intention to move through you effortlessly, guiding you towards solutions that once seemed out of reach. When you can clear away the blockages and let the energy flow, you will find that the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable begin to dissolve. The conflicts and dilemmas you face will no longer hold the same weight. You will start to see them for what they truly are: opportunities for growth, invitations to expand, and opportunities for you to align yourself more closely with your divine purpose. The solution is never found outside of you. It has always been within, waiting for you to tap into it. The more you focus on this internal reservoir of potential, the more effortlessly the answers will come to you. This is the profound truth. When you connect with the source of intention, you unlock the wisdom that lies dormant within you. One of the keys to unlocking this potential is shifting your focus inward. There are two paths we can take in life, one that looks outward and one that looks inward. The path of outward attention focuses on the external world, on the circumstances, the people, the events that shape our lives. This is where most of us tend to place our focus, believing that the world outside of us is the key to our happiness or success. However, there's another path, one that leads us inward, to the very core of our being, to the space where our true intentions reside. This is the path of subjective attention, the path that invites us to look beyond the surface and into the depths of our soul. Subjective attention is the practice of turning our gaze inward, of focusing on the essence of who we truly are. It is in this space that we find the power to shape our reality. When we set an intention, it is not about looking for external validation or approval. It is about anchoring that intention firmly in our imagination and trusting in the process. When we hold our intentions in our hearts and minds, we must resist the urge to be swayed by external opinions, skepticism, or doubt. The world may tell you that what you desire is impossible, but you know better. Your inner guidance, your connection to the source of intention, knows that anything is possible. Think of your intentions as stars in the night sky. They may seem distant or faint at first, but they have an unwavering brilliance. External voices may try to cast shadows over your dreams, but your inner constellations remain constant, shining brightly, guiding you forward. When you are connected to the source of intention, nothing can derail you. You become a beacon of light, attracting what you need when you need it. The right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances will begin to appear in your life, not by chance, but by divine orchestration. As you continue on this journey, remember that you are not alone. There is a vast network of divine energy, intention, and possibility that flows through everything and everyone. This energy is not limited by time, space, or circumstance. It is infinite and eternal, available to all who are willing to tap into it. But you must be ready. You must be willing to release the doubts, the fears, and the limiting beliefs that have held you back. Only then can you step into the full potential of who you are and what you are capable of. To truly align with this divine flow, we must first recognize the role of the ego. The ego is that part of us that tells us we are separate from others, separate from the universe, and separate from the divine. It whispers to us that our worth is determined by our achievements, possessions, and the opinions of others. It creates a false sense of identity, one that is based on external validation rather than inner truth. But when we begin to embrace the path of subjective attention, we start to see through the illusion of the ego. We begin to understand that we're not defined by what we own, what we do, or what others think of us. Our true identity is rooted in the divine essence within us. The ego thrives on fear and separation, but the truth is that we are all interconnected. We are all part of the same divine source, and our worth is not determined by what we accomplish in this world. The more we align with this truth, the more we can let go of the need for validation and approval from others. We stop seeking external validation because we realize that our worth comes from within, from our connection to the divine source of intelligence. This shift in perspective is not always easy. It requires a deep level of self-awareness and a willingness to confront the limiting beliefs and thought patterns that have been ingrained in us over a lifetime. But the rewards are profound. As we release the grip of the ego, we open ourselves up to a life of limitless possibility. We begin to see the world through new eyes, eyes that are not clouded by fear, judgment, or self-doubt. Instead, we see a world full of potential, a world where anything is possible. It is important to remember that this process is not about instant transformation. It is a journey, one that unfolds over time as we practice and cultivate the principles of alignment and intention. It is a practice of self-mastery, of learning to quiet the noise of the ego and listen to the still, small voice of our inner guidance. As we become more attuned to this inner voice, we begin to make decisions that are in alignment with our highest good. We stop reacting to life's challenges and start responding with grace and clarity. We trust that, no matter what comes our way, we have the power to navigate it with ease and confidence. As you continue to walk this path, know that you're not alone. You are part of a greater whole, a divine tapestry that is unfolding with every step you take. Your thoughts, your intentions, your energy all contribute to the greater whole. When you align yourself with the divine flow of intention, you become a channel for miracles, healing, and abundance. You become a living testament to the power of the universe to transform lives and create reality. Remember, the answers you seek are not outside of you, they are within. The power to create the life you desire, to heal the wounds of the past, and to manifest your highest potential lies within you. Trust in the process, trust in your own power, and trust in the divine source that guides you. You are a powerful being, capable of achieving greatness. Your journey is just beginning. I invite you now to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. What intentions do you wish to set for yourself? What are the blockages or fears that are holding you back? Take a deep breath and feel the energy of intention flowing through you. Know that you have the power to clear away any obstacles, to realign yourself with your highest purpose, and to manifest the life you deserve. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to comment Amen below and share your thoughts, experiences, and reflections. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Path of Truth, so you can continue on this journey of transformation with us. We are all in this together, and together we will raise our vibration and manifest the life we truly desire. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to walking this path with you. As we step back and reflect on everything that has been shared, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The power to shape our lives lies with. It is easy to get caught up in the external world, believing that our happiness, our success, and our purpose are determined by things outside of ourselves. We look to others for validation. We measure ourselves against the standards set by society, and we try to control circumstances that are ultimately beyond our grasp. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your true potential is not in the world around you, but within the depths of your own being? What if I told you that all the answers, all the solutions to your challenges have always been within you, just waiting to be discovered? The journey of self-realization and personal growth is not about searching for something that is missing within us, nor is it about seeking to fill an emptiness or void. It is not a quest for something we lack or need to fix. Rather, this journey is about reconnecting with the profound truth that at our core, we are already whole, already complete, and fully capable of achieving everything we desire. The misconception that we must ourselves change who we are or become something entirely different is one that keeps us trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and limitation. This belief that we are incomplete or insufficient can hold us back from realizing the vast potential that resides within each of us. We often spend much of our lives searching outside ourselves for validation, approval, or the right conditions to thrive. But in truth, the very essence of who we are is already aligned with everything we need to create the life we desire. When we begin to turn our attention inward, when we focus on the deeper layers of our being and connect with the truth of who we truly are, we start to see that the power to shape our reality has always been within us. This power does not lie in the circumstances surrounding us, nor in the people or situations that we encounter. It lies in our ability to connect with our inner self, to align with our highest truth, and to trust in our own capability. It is a deep and powerful realization that the life we are meant to live, the dreams we wish to manifest, and the purpose we are destined to fulfill have always been available to us, waiting to be tapped. The key to unlocking all that we desire is not to strive to become someone we are not, but to embrace who we already are at our deepest level. This inner journey is about uncovering the layers that hide our true potential and allowing ourselves to step into our fullest expression. It is not about changing ourselves or trying to conform to a set of external standards. It is about removing the obstacles we have built within our minds and hearts and reconnecting with the infinite well of possibility that has always been ours to claim. When we realize that we are already whole and complete, we free ourselves from the struggle of seeking something outside of us and allow ourselves to fully embrace the life we are here to live. This power is not something that can be quantified by external achievements or material possessions. It cannot be measured by how much we accumulate in terms of status, wealth, or recognition. True power lies in something much deeper, more intrinsic, and far more enduring. It resides within our ability to connect with the source of intention that flows through our being, that invisible yet undeniable current of energy and purpose that runs through everything in existence. This connection is the gateway to unlocking the vast, untapped potential that lies dormant within us. When we align ourselves with this source, we are no longer limited by the confines of the physical world or the constraints of external validation. Instead, we tap into an infinite wellspring of possibility, an unending river of potential that can guide us toward unimaginable heights. This river flows through us, and when we allow it to, it propels us toward opportunities, growth, and success that we might have never even conceived of before. The key to accessing this well of possibility is not through force or striving, but through alignment, a harmonious connection with the essence of who we truly are. However, this alignment requires more than just a surface-level understanding or intellectual recognition. It demands a profound and unwavering commitment to the truth of our being. It calls for us to trust ourselves fully, to recognize our worth and our capacity to create and to step into our power without hesitation. This alignment is not a passive state. It is a dynamic, active choice to remain grounded in our truth, no matter what external circumstances may arise. It requires us to cultivate a deep sense of trust in our intuition, to believe that the guidance we receive from within is the most reliable and powerful source of direction we can follow. Moreover, this journey of alignment also demands courage, the courage to detach from the illusions created by the ego. The ego often tells us that we need to prove ourselves to the world, that we must measure our worth by the opinions and judgment. It thrives on fear, insecurity, and comparison, pulling us away from our true essence. To align with the source of intention, we must be willing to let go of these illusions, to free ourselves from the chains of external validation, and to trust in the deeper, more profound truth that resides within. This process requires us to embrace the unknown, to step into the void with confidence, knowing that the universe will guide us to exactly where we need to. Ultimately, the power to shape our lives and manifest our desires is not about controlling every aspect of our reality or forcing outcomes. It is about surrendering to the flow of intention and aligning ourselves with the universal forces that are always working in our favor. When we trust in this alignment, when we let go of our need for control and simply allow ourselves to flow with the river of possibility, we become the creators of our own destinies. We tap into a power that is far greater than any external achievement or validation can offer. And in doing so, we begin to experience the full extent of the life we are meant to live. A life of limitless potential, purpose, and fulfillment. The ego, as we have discussed, is the part of us that creates a false sense of separation. It tells us that we are alone, that we must prove our worth, and that our value is determined by the opinions of others. The ego thrives on fear and doubt, and it seeks to keep us trapped in a cycle of comparison, competition, and limitation. But when we begin to shift our focus inward, we start to see through the illusion of the ego. We recognize that we are not separate from the universe, but deeply connected to it. We are not defined by what we do, what we own, or how others perceive us. Our true identity is not tied to our accomplishments or possessions, but to the divine essence that resides within us. This is the essence of subjective attention, the ability to turn inward and connect with the truth of who we are, beyond the surface-level distractions of the external world. The practice of subjective attention goes beyond being a simple mental exercise or abstract idea. It is a way of living, a conscious and intentional choice to shift our focus from the distractions and external demands of the world around us to the inner workings of our own mind and heart. This practice is about becoming aware of the thoughts we entertain, the beliefs we hold, and the emotional states we experience. As we begin to understand how these inner forces shape our perception of reality, we realize that we have the power to change the way we interact with the world. Subjective attention is the recognition that we are not mere passive recipients of life's experiences, but active participants in the creation of our own reality. When we shift our focus inward, we gain the ability to observe our thoughts without judgment, to understand how they influence our actions, and ultimately, how they create the world we experience. Every thought we have carries an energy, a vibration, that sends ripples through the universe. These vibrations, whether positive or negative, are what we attract into our lives. Our beliefs, too, shape the lens through which we perceive everything around us. If we believe that we are incapable of achieving something, that belief becomes a barrier, blocking us from taking the necessary actions to make that goal a reality. On the other hand, when we shift our beliefs to reflect our inherent worth and unlimited potential, we begin to align ourselves with the abundant possibilities that exist in the world. By practicing subjective attention, we develop the ability to observe these inner workings with clarity and awareness. Instead of reacting to life's challenges with fear, doubt, or frustration, we can respond with a sense of curiosity, open to exploring new possibilities and opportunities. When we become aware of limiting beliefs or negative thought patterns, we can consciously choose to replace them with more empowering thoughts. For example, instead of focusing on all the reasons something won't work, we can focus on what we can learn from the process, how we can grow, and what possibilities we can create from that experience. By doing this, we begin to reprogram our minds, redirecting our energy towards the things we truly desire, rather than remaining stuck in patterns of scarcity and limitation. This shift in focus is not always easy, especially when faced with fear or uncertainty. But when we practice subjective attention consistently, we develop the ability to embrace the unknown rather than fear it. We come to realize that uncertainty is not a sign of danger, but rather an invitation to explore new horizons. Every unknown path is filled with potential, and by choosing to embrace it, we open ourselves up to experiences that may have once seemed out of reach. This is where true growth lies, not in avoiding challenges, but in stepping into them with confidence, knowing that every step forward is a step toward the realization of our dream. When we practice subjective attention, we also become more attuned to our emotions. Instead of letting our feelings dictate our actions or reactions, we learn to observe them from a place of non-judgment. We recognize that emotions are not inherently good or bad. They are simply signals that indicate how in alignment we are with our true essence. By understanding our emotions and the messages they carry, we can navigate our lives with greater ease, and we can choose to respond to challenges from a place of calm and centeredness rather than from a place of anxiety or fear. In doing so, we tap into a deep well of inner peace that remains constant, regardless of the external circumstances we face. In this way, the practice of subjective attention empowers us to take full responsibility for our experience of life. Instead of blaming external factors or circumstances for our challenges, we begin to recognize that we have the power to change the way we perceive and respond to them. This sense of personal empowerment is not about controlling every aspect of life, but about realizing that we have the ability to control how we engage with it. When we shift our focus inward and align our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with our true purpose, we begin to attract the experiences and opportunities that align with our deepest desires. Subjective attention is not a destination, but a continuous practice, a lifelong commitment to being present, aware, and conscious of the power we hold within. It is the art of living with intention, of consciously choosing where we direct our attention and energy. When we begin to practice this art, we enter into a world of infinite potential, a world where the boundaries of what is possible are determined not by the external world, but by our own internal capacity to. It is a world where our deepest desires are not just dreams, but attainable realities. As we continue to cultivate this practice, we find ourselves not only transforming our inner world, but also transforming our outer world. The power to shape our reality has always been within us. It has always been in the way we choose to focus our attention. When we consciously direct our energy inward, we open ourselves up to the limitless potential that lies within. As you reflect on the power of subjective attention and its transformative potential, I encourage you to take a moment to acknowledge the immense possibility that lies within you. You are the creator of your reality, and through conscious awareness, you can begin to shape your world in alignment with your deepest desires. This journey is not about fixing something that is broken, but reconnecting with the truth of who you truly are, whole, complete, and capable. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to share your thoughts and affirmations in the comments below by typing Amen. This simple act signifies your commitment to embracing the infinite possibilities that await when you align with your true essence. Also, be sure to subscribe to the Path of Truth channel to continue exploring these profound teachings and to stay connected with a community of like-minded souls walking this path of self-discovery and growth. Thank you for being here, for tuning in, and for embracing the journey of awakening. May your life be filled with clarity, peace, and the unwavering belief in the limitless potential that flows within you. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. One of the most powerful aspects of practicing subjective attention is its ability to help us break free from the influence of external judgments and opinions. Throughout our lives, we are often conditioned to seek validation from the world around us. Whether it's the approval of our family, friends, colleagues, or society as a whole, we tend to measure our worth based on how others perceive us. We look to others for signs of acceptance, for recognition of our value, and sometimes even for permission to be ourselves. This dependence on external validation can create a sense of insecurity and self-doubt, leaving us feeling unworthy or inadequate when we don't receive the acknowledgement we seek. But when we begin to practice subjective attention, we shift our focus inward. We start to realize that our true worth is not something that can be measured by the opinions or judgments of others. Our value does not fluctuate based on how people view us or whether they approve of our choices. Instead, our worth is inherent. It is a constant, unchanging truth that resides deep within us. This realization is liberating. It frees us from the need to constantly seek validation from outside sources. When we understand that our worth is intrinsic, we no longer feel the pressure to conform to others' expectations or to seek approval in order to feel good about ourselves. We become anchored in the understanding that we are enough just as we are. Embracing this truth allows us to step into a space of freedom, freedom from the opinions of others, freedom from the need to please, and freedom to express our true selves without fear of judgment. It means that we can create the life we desire, regardless of whether others agree with our choices or path. This freedom is not about rejecting others or becoming indifferent to their opinions. Rather, it is about choosing not to let those opinions define us. We can still value others' perspectives, but we no longer rely on them to determine our worth. We become self-reliant in our understanding of who we are and what we are capable of achieving. When we fully embrace our inherent worth, we are no longer held back by the limitations others may try to impose on us. We are free to live authentically, to pursue our dreams, and to create the life we truly desire without being influenced by the fleeting judgments of the world around us. In this space, we become empowered to fully embody our true essence and step into the limitless potential that is ours to claim. The shift from objective attention, which focuses on the external world, to subjective attention, which focuses on the internal world, is a profound one. It requires us to let go of the familiar, to release the grip of the ego, and to trust in the unseen forces that guide us. It requires us to have faith in the process, even when we cannot see the full picture. This is where the concept of possibility thinking comes in. The belief that anything is possible when we align with our true purpose. And possibility thinking is not about denying the challenges that we face, but about approaching them with the mindset that there is always a solution, that there is always a path forward, even if we cannot see it yet. It is about trusting that the universe has a plan for us, and that we are always being guided to. The practice of possibility thinking is not always easy. It requires us to step outside of our comfort zones, to face our fears, and to embrace uncertainty. But it is also one of the most liberating practices we can adopt. When we open ourselves to the possibility of the unknown, we free ourselves from the constraints of the ego and the limitations of the external world. We begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. We begin to recognize the hidden blessings in every challenge. We begin to understand that our growth and expansion often come from the most unlikely of places. The journey of self-discovery and alignment is not a linear path. There will be moments of doubt, moments of fear, and moments when it feels as though everything is falling apart. But it is in these moments that we are given the greatest opportunities for growth. It is in the darkness that the light shines brightest. And it is through the challenges that we are given the chance to refine our character, to deepen our understanding, and to become more aligned with our true purpose. When we align with the divine flow of intention, we begin to see the world through different eyes. We see a world full of possibilities, full of opportunities for growth and expansion. We no longer see obstacles as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on our journey. We begin to trust ourselves and trust the process, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. We stop resisting and start allowing. We stop forcing and start surrendering. We trust that the universe is working in our favor even when we can't. This is the power of alignment. This is the power of subjective attention. This is the power of possibility thinking. And when we embrace these principles, we unlock the full potential of our lives. We step into the truth of who we are, and we begin to create a reality that is in alignment with our highest good. So, as you continue on your journey, I encourage you to reflect on what you have learned. What beliefs or thought patterns are holding you back from stepping into your full potential? What limiting beliefs, what intentions are you ready to set for yourself? Take a moment to reflect on the power that lies within you, the power to create your own reality, to manifest your deepest desires, and to live a life that is in alignment with your true purpose. Know that you are not alone. You are part of a vast interconnected web of divine energy, and the universe is always guiding you toward your highest. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to leave a comment below with the word Amen and share your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Path of Truth, so that you can continue to receive messages like this one, messages that inspire, uplift, and empower you to live your highest truth. Thank you for being here, for sharing this space with me, and for embarking on this journey of self-discovery and alignment. The best is yet to come.